All right, good morning, guys. Today we're looking at Ayla here. It's looking pretty okay. We had a big run up going from $1.38 all the way to a high there of $1.78. Looking pretty decent. Looks like it might bounce off this 200 EMA, but who knows, especially with the upcoming Fed meeting here. Then we have FRGT going from $1.59 all the way to a high of $3. We got about a 100% runner here. It is sitting up kind of high. I think we're going to see a little bit of a pullback here, probably down to this VWAP line on open. But if it starts to run, maybe we'll jump in for a quick play. We have RDBX here, quite a bit all over the place, really. But we started the day around 540 here, and we reached a high very early on here of about 725. So again, almost 100%. It's back down quite a bit, back down to about $6. So we'll likely see this start to rise back to the average price, about 614 here pretty quickly, I would assume, unless it's going to just keep dropping for the day. We have GovX, which isn't really looking fantastic right now. We are seeing below that 200 EMA and VWAP, and that 200 EMA and VWAP are actually reversed right now, which is usually not something I like to play, but we might end up playing it. It's really hard to tell at this point. Besides that, we still have a couple other tickers we could look at as well. We have SLGG, which was looking a little bit better early on. We could look at Triple L. That's been running before, and it looks pretty decent as well. So we might keep an eye on these two as well while the market opens. We got 6 seconds left, so we're just going to wait until the market opens now, and we shall see. Today is going to be stressful. I can feel it. See the market opening, and Ayla here is looking pretty good as it's holding, so I think we're probably going to try a trade on Ayla pretty quick. We're going to go for $1.55 on it. We're going to go for $1.70 PT. And then go for $1.52 stop loss. We're just going to give it a second to see if it turns around a little bit. We don't want this to really drop much further. $1.54, okay, we might get a better entry here. So if it's $1.54, we'd be looking at $1.51 stop. Let's do that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go for $1.54 entry on it. If we get a little bit cheaper, just make sure you keep about a 3-cent entry point or stop loss on that. So if you get lower than $1.54, just make sure you move your stop down a little bit. You want to give it that 3 cents of room, definitely. Okay, we'll come back and check on this in a minute. We have a stop loss here at $1.51. That was pretty close. I moved the mouse, unfortunately. That's pretty close. Right there. So we'll come back to that. FRGT looks like it's going to continue up. We do have RDBX looking. I would say RDBX is worth a shot as well. We might get stop down volatility, but it's worth a shot at the moment. So I think we're going to try this around that $6 mark. Six-ish anyway. We're going to go for maybe 660, and then it will go for a 585 stop loss. So it's going to be a fairly tight stop. We don't have a ton of room, but I do think that we might not necessarily need all the way down to 585. That's near the bottom there. So, and we're looking pretty good already up at 522 or 622 here. So we're not looking too bad. Ayla's up pretty decently here. It looks like it did just stop us out, though, unfortunately. We just caught the tail end of that. What are we doing here? RDBX. Just trying to make sure I keep up the tracker here. We could try Ayla again. I do think that Ayla is going to be a winner, so I do want to jump back in around $1.55. We're going to go for $1.70 still, and then let's give it $1.52 stop. First one was an unfortunate stop out. Yeah, here we go. We're starting to see that run up now. $1.60. I knew it was going to happen. We just unfortunately got the tail end of it, and we had to jump back in. So we did take a stop out pretty quick there, but you know what? It's working out just fine right now. $1.65. I think we're due to take some profits on this. Take some profits. $1.65. Ayla. Ayla, why does it sound familiar? King Ayla from Game of Thrones. That's what I'm thinking of here. Buck 68 looking good. Make sure we secure some of that profit. We're almost at that $1.70 mark. RDBX hit as high as 630, went all the way back down to just under $6 here. Getting very close to that stop out. Maybe you secured some profit, maybe you didn't. 30 cents, not the greatest, but you know what? It's still a little bit on the table, and we did hit that past that top band, so that's definitely a given to take some money. We did hit $1.74 on Ayla here, so that is going to be a PT on Ayla. And then some, so make sure you are securing some more profit. I'm going to be leaving a runner on this. I do think that there's a possibility that we do get a really, really good runner out of this because we do see a lot of bullish momentum here. Lots of volume coming up, so looking good there. Triple L's also got quite a bit of, I wouldn't say momentum, but at least we have some volatility in it. We're going from a $1.43 to a $1.48 here, so we've got the volatility, and I think Triple L could pay off. We have to be careful about slippage. This might be something you want to try and limit buy on. So we're going to go for a $1.40-ish entry. I'm just going to say ish because it's going to be hard to pinpoint entry with a little bit of slippage here. We're going to go for a $1.55 and then as a PT there, and probably a $1.36 as a stop loss. We're going to give it 4 cents from a $1.30. Basically just at the top of this band here, or at the top of that 200 EMA. GovX with some nice green candles shooting up from $1.56 to $1.70. Looking good there. We are up on Ayla pretty good here, hitting a top resistance. If we can break through this resistance, I think we're probably due for a nice little run with Ayla. Looks like we are breaking it. Let's see if it can hold. It's looking okay. I don't think it's going to hold, though. Yeah, it's going to come back down a little bit. That's fine. You can always retest. Triple L's looking okay. RDBX looks like it may have just touched it. Stop there. I didn't stop out on it. I'm not sure if you guys did, but it looks like it touched it, but brokerage is saying otherwise, unfortunately. We'll see what happens here. It's only a runner left on that one anyway. GovX is sitting up pretty high. I would like to buy in on this, probably at about $1.68. Can zoom in so there's like actually candles there. I think that this could come all the way back down to $1.57. That's what I'm kind of afraid of because that is a long ways down. We obviously can't have a stop that big, but you know it's kind of hard to tell. I don't think that SLGG is going to do anything, so we can look at maybe IFRX. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything I like out of IFRX. We got SBFM popping up. That one's looking very good here, going from $1.04 to $1.14. Yeah. GovX is going, yeah. Yeah, we moved my command prompt channel like all the way down from the live channel, so now it's a little bit harder to switch. I find that I'm looking at the chat a lot less. We got FRGT looking like it's bouncing off VWAP. That looks like a good opportunity right there. I think we're going to go ahead and jump in on that. FRGT 290. We'll go for a 310 and then a 282 stop out. So we're going to give it about 8 cents a room. It actually we're going to looks like we're going to get in a lot lower here. Getting in a lot lower. Give yourself 8 cents of room. I hope that's clear what I mean by give yourself 8 cents of room. I should have said give yourself an 8-cent stop loss, but I guess ignorance is bliss. I just assume people kind of understand what that means. Anyways, jumped in about 283 there, so we'll go for a 275. Stop loss. Looking decent. We did see up to 296 there. We'll see if we can hold this momentum. It's taken a while to do this curl up here, so I'm getting a little worried because my MACD is not turning around quite the way I want it to. Ayla back down to $1.63 here. I do think that I want to open up another thing here. Another trade. So we're probably going to look at getting in on VWAP again on Ayla. We'll probably go for $1.65 here. We're gonna aim for that $1.80 mark, and then probably a $1.61 stop loss, we'll say. $1.61 is gonna be right here. We still have that other trade, but it's just a small runner left, so I would like to have another full position of Ayla because we know this can definitely move up quite a bit here. So it's good to always have that opportunity and take it. RDBX went as high as 618 again, back down a little bit. SBFM still climbing. This one's a pretty scary one. I'm not really sure if I want to jump in on that. And good morning, Canty. I didn't see that that we were looking over there either. Triple L here looks like it's stopping us out. Not the end of the world, but still kind of sucks. $1.40 to $1.36. Okay. Ayla's looking okay. FRGT, it's moving. It's moving slowly. USEA we could take a look at as well, yeah. USEA is looking pretty decent as well. Definitely. We'll have to wait for a little bit of a pullback on this one, that's for sure. RDBX still staying around $6. We have GovX here all the way up to $1.84. Looking good still there. I think we do need to take a play off of VWAP or 200 EMA if we get it. Triple L's looking pretty dead in the water. The current ones are FRGT, and we have Ayla here, which is looking very good, hitting $1.73. If we hit $1.75, definitely going to be looking to secure some profits on that. Securing some profits on Ayla around about 75. I would like that whole 10-cent mark, but I'm not quite sure that that's going to happen. It's so up and down, yeah. Your RDBX has always kind of been like that, but today in particular, it's very, very up and down. The range it's okay. It's an okay range. FRGT is starting to head down a little bit. We want to see GovX head down. Triple L looks like it wants to make a comeback, but I don't know, man. When you mix the spread in with this, it gets a little bit more dangerous. UCA still going. We could try a quick one on UCA here, give it a tight stop and see what happens. We might end up just catching the run. USEA. We're going to probably aim for... I'd like to get around 250. We're going to aim for 250. We're going to go for 270 as a PT, and then just a 245 stop loss. So we're just giving it about 5 cents. We could give it more room, but it's kind of hard to tell if that's needed or if that's something we would want to even attempt at doing, because this could get knifed on hard, and I really don't want to risk a full 3% on it. We'll see, though. So far, it's looking kind of okay. We're up a couple cents on it. RDBX back up pretty good here, all the way to 629. Ayla's down. We did hit as high as $1.74. I'm not sure if you took profits on it or not, but it would have been a good idea. I think that we will still hit higher on it, so I'm not too worried about taking too much out yet. GovX back down to that VWAP, which is what we were waiting for. This is an opportunity right here. $1.68. We're going to try for $1.80, and then $1.60. Give it $1.62, $1.63. We'll go $1.63. Just going to wait for this pullback to end before we send out the signal here, because we only know where this is going to end up once it's there. So maybe $1.65. Yeah, that's looking a little more feasible. $1.65 and $1.60 stop. We're going to go with that. We have to at least blow through this support line in order to stop out. Could happen, but less likely. If you get lower than $1.65, I would still probably suggest keeping the $1.60 stop loss. Having a hard time multitasking today. Now we're just going to wait and see this turn around for us. You see it all the way up to 269 there. Looks like we just touched 270, which was our PT. That's PT. You see Taking some profits here and leaving a runner. So it worked out. We took a risky play, and it did just fine. Ayla's all the way up to 176 here, so if you didn't take profits the first time around, here's your opportunity to take some profits off the table. Looks like we're hitting that $1.80 mark. Damn, we hit just the exact same high. It looks like we're getting rejected the exact same. Definitely a good time to, think about cutting most of the position. You could leave a small runner if you want to. We do have GovX here to $1.65. If you were looking for that entry, this would be it. You might get in a little lower, $1.64. RDBX looking really good here, all the way up to 640. So if you haven't taken any profits on RDBX and you're still in it, I would definitely suggest taking some profits here. Besides that, I think we have to wait a while to see that 680 PT hit. The range isn't too great on this. We are hitting stop on FRGT, so maybe you took some profits. We did see a high there of 295. So that's not bad from where we got in at 283. So maybe you secured some, maybe you didn't. In any case, we're hitting the rest of the stop right now. Anyway, GovX looks like it's really flirting with this support line right now. Yeah, there's been a lot of scam accounts lately. I've been getting messages from a lot of people asking if it's really me or not. They're getting really smart about it. They're copying even the user ID and everything. So, gotta be extra careful about it. Yeah, I'm never gonna ask anybody for a fee for copy trading or anything like that. So if you do get a message from me asking for a fee, that's not going to be me. We have a much more professional way of going about things like that. And if you don't know if it's me or not, you could always just close the conversation down and go on to Discord and find my name, and just like right click and click start a conversation or message, and it'll pop up. And if it's the same conversation, maybe it's me. If it's not the same conversation, then it definitely wasn't me. Ayla here all the way to $1.92. We're going to start to take some more profits on this. Taking some more profits on Ayla here. 195-ish. Closing out first runner. Okay. Yeah, so first trade we opened up, we're going to close that out. Oh, well, I mean, technically second trade. First trade we stopped out on. But second trade, we're gonna close out around $1.91, maybe $1.95, something like that. Second trade, we're gonna cut some more at $1.90-ish. And we're going to have a small runner left in that second one to see if we can hit above $2 here. Getting real close here. 205. We should see a halt. This is halt worthy. $1.75 all the way up to $2. They should be halted, and it's not. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, if that's not halted, then I quit. It's not halted. Okay, we're gonna take some profits, I guess. That's just nuts. I was sitting here waiting for a halt and it's just not happening. So yeah, we're gonna start to close out our runners now. Oh, I typed in 290 here. That was not right. It's not far off at this point though, which is the funny part. We still have a little bit on the second one, but that's it. Closed out the first one completely now, but our first trade went from $1.55. I think I got it up to 230 there, but the average ended up 218. So, pretty good trade right there. We're just gonna have to see where the second runner. I'm kind of struggling here because I want to close it out because I really don't think this is sustainable. I think it's gonna come back down, but at the same time, I kind of want to see where this could end up. Is RDBX a re-entry? Well, we saw up to 650 all the way back down to 590. I would say, yeah, if you can get down here, like 595 on RDBX, I think this is a really good spot to buy in. We have a lot of support in this area, and it's a very safe place because you can set your stop loss probably down at like, if you got in at 590, a 570 stop is reasonable and very safe. So that would be the perfect time to do it. You see it? Yeah, so we got up to 270 here. It looks like it's dropping pretty dramatically. Luca, go lay down, dude. Go lay down. Good boy. Don't know what you're doing, but don't do that. We have RDBX looking like, yeah, I would say it's a good opportunity. I'm still holding, waiting to see it hit that high. I mean, like, I wish I kind of had a safer stop loss here, but it's just not happening right now. We're at 217 still on Ayla. How is it still sitting up this high? FRGT is just sitting real low right now. I don't think I want to touch this quite yet. It looks like it's more of just a constant breakdown than anything. GovX is also stopping us out, so in all the excitement, I actually kind of forgot to check this. But I saw the alert earlier and kind of just ignored it. SBFM doesn't look like it's going up any higher, but also not really coming down either. We're kind of waiting on UCA to see where this turnaround could happen. We just broke bearish on that MACD, so we could be sitting here for quite some time waiting. Ayla still up at 217 here, which is just crazy. That's crazy. FRGT might become playable if we can break back positive on this MACD, but it hasn't happened since the first couple candles here, so we're just going to wait it out. We've got RDBX still holding around that $6 area. GovX looking like it's making a comeback. I do think that GovX is probably still going to be a winner. This might be like another Ayla where we get stopped out and we have to jump back in. Oh, I accidentally typed in Ayla. GovX, gonna try for that $1.62-ish entry. Might not quite get $1.62. I still want like $1.80 out of it, and I'm still looking at about $1.50, $1.56. That's about 6 cents stop. Nah, we can't do that. We gotta go $1.57. Yeah. I really don't want to do $1.57. I really want to do $1.56, but I'm too hard on my stop sometimes, and it kills me. But sometimes it saves. Actually, a lot of the time it saves me from taking bigger losses. So it's hard to not stick by my own rules. We're gonna see if this actually climbs up the way it's supposed to here. And we're going to watch Ayla in the meantime. Ayla's looking like it could potentially just kind of hold here and go for it, which would be pretty amazing. GovX coming back down a little bit, so if you missed your entry opportunity, you might get it still. USEA back up a little bit here. This could be the turnaround, actually. Get rid of that stop. I think we're going to jump back in on USEA. It worked out so well the first time. USEA. Gonna try for... Oh, man, this is looking risky. This is risky business right here. Where would we need our stop? We're at 240. We can give it about 6 cents. 234. That doesn't really cut it. We'd have to be damn sure it's moving up. I'm gonna risk it. 240. We're gonna go for that at least 260 out of it. And then just a 230. Give it a 234 stop. You know what? I think we could probably get it lower though. That's the thing. If we could get like 238, that would be okay. And then a 232 stop. That gives it 6 cents. We could afford a little bit more of a stop, but you know what? It's fine. I'm not gonna fuss about it too much. We're just gonna take it as is. Stop loss 232, which is okay. It's pretty much at the bottom there. The thing is, we just want to make sure that if it hits a new low, we're out. So if it gets down to that level, we're gonna stop out, and it's probably gonna work out anyway. I'm probably just overthinking this trade. The bands are looking good. The volume is still nice. The only thing I'm seeing that's kind of a problem is that MACD isn't quite positive yet, but I think we're due to see that happen anytime now. Ayla's back up to 219. I don't know what to say. The stock is just going to sit up here now for whatever reason. FRGT might curl up here. We're seeing that MACD recover pretty nicely. That's a big possibility here. So that's something we're going to have to wait and see. SBFM's looking like it's going to go for it. We could try another momentum play here on SBFM. There's really not a good area to enter, though. Let's try for $1.25, I guess. We're going to go for $1.40. $1.20 stop. So we're going to give it that 5 cents, which is actually a pretty huge stop loss, but we kind of need it. Okay, we're going. $1.32, getting close to a point where I'm actually almost already okay to take some profits. Yeah, I think I'm gonna secure some profits. SBFM, $1.35-ish. So like if we $1.33 is not bad. But I would have liked $1.35. But at $1, when you're on a dollar stock, this is already good profits and it's risky business. So I'd rather just leave a little bit in there. We made some profits, and that's that. We'll just move on mainly. USEA is taking a little bit of a dump here, coming back down. Not what we wanted to see. RDBX in that area, that's a really good buy. So if you haven't bought in yet and you were looking at RDBX, I don't know if I would open up another trade on this just because the, what's it called? The, I'm blanking here. The volatility, or the range, sorry, the range is what I mean. It's not too great. We're going from about 590 to 640, which is about 50 cents. It's okay, but it's not fantastic at that price range. USDA is looking like it's coming back a little bit here. SBFM stops us out on that runner, so it's definitely a good thing we took some money off the table at about $1.33 there, or $1.32 or whatever. Definitely worked out better for us than I thought it was going to. We have GovX here hitting $1.73. What did we enter at $1.64? So if you can get back to $1.74, that's right at that resistance line. That's also a really good place to start to take some profits. FRGT still really struggling. It looks like it's making headway, and then it just drops right back down to this 269 level. The good news is it's holding on the support line really well, so you might be able to buy in on 269 or 268 here, and ride it back up to about 280. Forget what I just said. And that wasn't a pun because it's FRGT. But yeah, it just broke down a little too much for me to like that anymore as an opportunity. I think Ayla's looking good, but again, I'm a little scared to open up a new position this high up. I really don't think it's sustainable. I think it does have to come down, but this does look like a bullish consolidation to me. RDBX coming back up a little bit. GovX back to $1.70 here. SBFM's up pretty high again. I think we need to try SBFM again. I like that first play. It worked well. We're seeing that momentum pick back up, so we're probably going to try for $1.30-ish. We're going to go for $1.45, and then we're going to go for a $1.25 stop. Oh, $1.25 stop. Stop. God, I'm bad at typing today. So basically we're going to give it a 5 cent stop loss. Definitely jumped in a little high there. $1.36, so we're gonna go with a $1.31 stop. That's actually way down there already. Where are we at? We're at $1.40 already. $1.36. I'd like to see at least $1.45 before I start to take profits this time. I want it almost 10 cents out of this. Although that's a little greedy. Honestly, if we hit $1.43, $1.44, I'll probably look at taking some profits off the table. That was a nasty drop. We're gonna have to see if that holds. GovX at $1.72 here. This is a good place to take some profits. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Taking some profits on GovX, $1.74-ish. I always say ish. Makes it so people actually take profits, not necessarily when it hits that exact number, but in that area. It's funny how psychology works on people. Looks like we're stopping out on this one, which is really unfortunate because this does look really good still. I was greedy. I could have taken profits. We were up pretty good there, and I just decided not to. So that's a just me problem. We'll have to wait for this to come back. Maybe consolidate a little bit. Could have another run, so something to keep in mind. UCA is not really doing a whole lot. We do see the top and bottom band opening up. MACD has yet to recover. That's a little worrisome, to be honest. Yeah, SBFM was running pretty good. Yeah, we were in that kinda. We're not anymore, but we were. Ayla new high a day. There we go. This is why we're holding on to that runner. Kind of sad we're not. You know what? We have an opportunity here to jump back in, and I think that's probably what we should do. Seeing that we still have quite a bit of momentum here, as long as it doesn't break down from this level. Ayla 210. Oh, okay. We're seeing a little bit more of a breakdown here. Go for $2 maybe. We're gonna go for something crazy like 240 here. And then now we'll give it a $1.95 stop. We're gonna give it about 5 cents. We don't want to give it too much room here. Because this could be a complete breakdown. Like I said, this isn't really a sustainable number, so if you could get in around $2 and you can make some money on it, that's pretty good. You're gonna give it about 5 cents for wherever you get in here. Risky business, but we're going to have to watch this MACD very carefully because if that breaks down to that zero line and falls through, we could be looking at this stock plummeting pretty hard. UCA is very unhappy. I would have to agree. We are very close to stopping out. There's a chance here that we could take a $1.35 or $2.35 exit. Might be in our best interest. That MACD is not looking happy, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Cutting UCA early. Not looking good. Okay, that was 238 entry. And a 235 exit. So, I mean, yeah, it was okay. Not the worst stop out. Ayla's back up pretty good here. We're looking at 215 already. Or just under 215, so that's definitely good news. Good to see. Let's see if we can get a little more out of this. I don't want to push it too hard because we're looking like it's pretty iffy. I'm going to cut some of it here. Cutting some of Ayla here, 214-ish. As long as we can scrape up like maybe 10 cents, that's honestly not that bad. I'm very happy to do so. 215, I'll take it. We still have a fair bit in there, and I'm sure this is going to go back up, but on the off chance that it doesn't, I want to make sure that our stop loss brings us to at least break even or better. FRGT not doing anything, RDBX failing to do much, GovX finally breaking out of that 174 zone. We're breaking above, so this is looking good. This is what we were hoping to see, $1.78. Really hoping for that $1.80 to hit. SBFM consolidating nicely. MACD is pointed down. That's pretty typical. It's cooling off. As long as it doesn't break down, we're going to use this as like just an area to reference right now to see if this is something that could possibly go again. Curious to see if UCF pulls back from this low here because it does hit this 230 level twice now. I could consider this a double bottom. It could be on its way back up. Ah, man, I'm slowly convincing myself to jump back in this. Hate when I do that. GovX still looking decent. Ayla still kind of struggling. I mean, it should be struggling. I'm happy to see it struggling because that means it's a healthy stock. It should not be sitting up that high compared to where it started. I'm pretty sure today it started real low too, didn't it? It didn't start too low. We're talking $1.46 with a low of $1.35. $1.35 to $2.35, right? No, $2.40. Yeah, it's pretty high up there. SBFM looking decent. UCA also looking decent. Crap, I knew it. All right, well, I guess we're jumping back into UCA. Gonna try for a 235. Don't know if that's gonna happen anymore. We're gonna go for 260 and then a 2. What was the low here? 230. So give it a 228. Even if it's a little bit bigger of a stop, we are past that goal we had in mind. So we would just kind of want to make sure that we have enough room that if it does hit that bottom again, that's all fine and dandy. But I don't think I'm going to get that stop anyway because I jumped it pretty high here. FOMO'd in. Ah, crap. Okay. Well, my stop loss is probably going to have to be 232 again. Yeah, I'm going to have to move mine up. I'm going to put one at 232. If you waited and you got in a little lower, or if you jumped in fast, you probably could use a 228 stop, but myself, I have to use a 232. My risk management is not going to be happy with me. Are we waiting to see it stay above VWAP? Which one? SBFM? UCA? You don't have to wait to see it. It would be nice if it does. It does look bullish. We saw it cross on that MACD, so that's the good thing we were kind of hoping for and waiting for. SBFM's going absolutely nuts again. We should have jumped back in on that as well. We saw that it was consolidating, and we should have just taken that, but we'll wait for a pullback here, and we'll see if we can make something happen on this one as well. I'm okay taking tight stops on SBFM to try it a couple times, because when we do hit it, we're going to get a banger. $1.40. Gonna go for $1.60 and $1.35. So we're gonna go for about a 5-cent thing. Might have to jump in a little higher. That's BFM. GovX back at $1.76 here. UCA almost at 250. AILA still sitting at 209. All right, let's take a look at UCA. UCA is looking pretty good here, near 250, entry at 238. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to take some profits because we're at the top of that band. Taking some profits. UCA 250-ish. I'm happy to leave a runner in this because I do think this is looking very bullish. We just need that top band to start opening, so 253 is not bad. I think that kind of makes up for my late entry. I'm still a little salty that we got stopped out and then it runs pretty much immediately after. I knew that's what was going to happen. I really want that stop at least at 229, but I just couldn't make it happen from where we got in. But it looks like it's working out fine this time, and that's what counts, right? AILA is looking not so great, so if you didn't take profits at that 215 level and you're still holding on to the full amount, I would start to sweat. MACD's just hitting that zero line. We may see a retracement here. It does look like it has that possibility. However, I don't know how many. You'd have to be a nutbag to want to buy in at $2.12 like us. So I'm not sure how many people are going to follow in our footsteps here and bring the stock up even higher. I guess we're going to find out. GovX still... Oh, we hit past $1.80. We hit it twice. Didn't even see that. It's PT on GovX right there. Taking some more out and leaving a runner. We just want to leave a runner in it now. We'll see where that takes us. FRGT not looking fantastic. AILA is really pushing to not go negative on that MACD, so that's pretty cool. SBFM's down to that $1.40 level, so that would be our entry point on SBFM. We're looking at $1.35 stop. I keep forgetting that this is definitely a stock we need to keep our eye on because we could be well in profit here in a matter of seconds and lose it very, very quickly as well. So that's definitely something we need to keep an eye on. UCA is at 266, by the way. Yeah, that was like a ADHD moment right there. Saying how much we have to watch SBFM and immediately onto something else here. But we are up really high on UCI here, so make sure you're taking some profits on this around this like almost 270. So that's good. We got in at 238, almost out at 270 here. That's awesome. Triple L's down. We have a little bit of profit on SBFM, couple cents, nothing fantastic yet. I think we could drop as low as $1.40, but $1.41, if that's where you get in, not the end of the world. Yeah, I would agree. GovX is as slow as molasses. It's still going though. It's chugging along. We hit $1.88 there. Well, things are panning out pretty well considering, that the feds are speaking today. I think that the market is just completely over listening to them at all. FRGT. I'm gonna say I'm staying out because this looks boring, but it could be a good play. It's been a pretty heavy consolidation. The MACD is positive, but we aren't seeing price action to accommodate that. Yeah, it's a tough one. SBFM almost 10 cents up here as we hit $1.49. We could go ahead and take some profits here on SBFM. Taking some profits, SBFM at $1.50-ish. We hit that high twice, so just make sure that you're securing at least a little bit here. Make yourself feel good. I think that this is probably going to go higher, but again, we've gotten rejected off this price point twice, and we're all the way back down now. So if you didn't take profits, you're probably crying a little bit. We have Ayla still breaking down on that MACD, so if you haven't exited and you're still holding the full amount, I would seriously be sweating at least a little bit here. This is looking like a complete, well, looks like a bull flag, but it's just a giant bull flag. So do with that what you will. I'm not like a firm believer in patterns like that, but you never know. You see it back down to the 250 mark. We did see it almost hit 270, which is nuts. So you know what? I'm okay with our earlier stop out. It was a 3-cent stop out. We pulled off almost exactly 30 cents on the stock in profit. So I'll take that. That's a 10x right there off our stop. So worth it. Definitely worth it. Ayla's still struggling, but you know what? It's still holding so far. There we go. $1.50 on SBFM. That brings in about 9 cents of profit from $1.41. Let's see if we can get a little higher here. $1.52. We are breaking into new highs, looking good. On a side note, I went to the gym yesterday for the first time in literally forever, and I cannot raise my arms above my head. This is so painful. That's why you don't stop going to the gym, because when you stop, it hurts when you start. It does feel like a good soreness, though. Yeah. Yeah, definitely no pain, no gain. That's what they say. And that's true, actually. I hate when I go to the gym for a long time and I work out, and then I don't feel sore at all because I feel like I didn't actually accomplish anything. 25 hours a week. I wish someone would make me. I used to have a personal trainer. I used to be in powerlifting, and I'd have to go to the gym like 3 times a day. Man, like it was fun. It was definitely fun, but at that point, gym is literally your life. We'll see. We'll see if SBFM can give us a little bit more. Ayla's down to VWAP. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nasty drop. So if you were still holding, it looks like it's stopping you out. Yeah, honestly, that would have been a good play in $1.92. It's all the way back up to $2 already. Look at that. Just like there's so much momentum in the stock pushing it up. Crap, missed that opportunity right there. Did you get that, Jackal? Look at that, 204. It's hitting 205. Only a little. Like a partial position, or did you just happen to get in a little higher? 208. Hopefully you just got in higher because it's looking like it doesn't matter. Oh, you didn't catch the bottom. Yeah, that's good. Well, I mean, it's not good, but as long as you have a decent sized position, this looks like it's paying off pretty good already. And the spread is like non-existent. There's so much liquidity right now. SBFM's at $1.60, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. We're up pretty good on that. We're up almost 20 cents on this. Okay, we just hit that 20-cent mark, past that 20-cent mark. Definitely a good time to start taking some more profits. I feel like we're hitting a lot of big numbers today. Taking some more profit on SBFM. $1.66-ish. I don't even know where the top of this is. I can't even see it anymore. We hit $1.68. Crazy. This is crazy. Okay, cool. We have a little bit left in this. I'm okay with that. I do think that I'm getting tired of saying I feel like this should come down because I've said that about this and Ayla, and like neither of them have come even close to what my down means. But you never know. UCA could be another huge possibility here as it bounces off this 230 level again. We did see like 30 cents of profit the last time. I think I'm willing to jump back in. UCA 230, yeah, 235-ish. We're gonna go for that 260 PT and then gonna give it a 228 stop. We're gonna give it the same stop. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, Ayla's still going. No kidding, eh? Look at that. Hit 214. Disgusting. This stock is disgusting. So much profit. Vrax, we can take a look at Vrax. Kind of like saying that. Well, the first thing I noticed, the price range is kind of okay. We're seeing at least $1 here, $1.50 in range, just in the small area, so that looks okay. The pre-market looks good. We have lots of volume. MACD looks like it's just going positive. I think this is a good place to jump in on Vrax if you want to. I think the price point's a little too high for me. I like playing the cheaper stocks. I feel like you just get gains a lot faster out of it. But with the range that this is playing in or at, you know, like the range of volatility here, I think it's looking pretty good. So if you wanted to, I think now's a good time to jump in. I think it's a little risky because you'd want your stop near this low, so like 1280. So if you can make 1280 work in your risk management, that would be wherever that is, that would be a good entry for you. I definitely wouldn't want to jump in near the high here, that's for sure, because you definitely need that room to put a decent sized stop on it. No worries. UCA here looks like it's going to be turning around. I got to make sure I put that in the ledger. Ayla back down a little bit here. If we hit that VWAP again by chance, I think I would jump back in. Yeah, SPFM's still going. We're at $1.70 on the runner. That's actually nuts. We hit $1.72 there. Like, where do you take your last little bit out? It's so hard, because if you take out $1.70, you know damn well it's going to hit $1.90. I think I'm just going to pull the money on it. We'll just look for a re-entry if we want. Taking the last bit out of SBFM. Wait for a decent number and try to pull out some amazing numbers here. Ayla down to 206. I would actually be okay getting in around 203. I do think this is probably turning around. So I'm gonna make the call to try and get in at 203. Ayla 203. We're gonna go for probably 220 on it. $1.96 stop. That is a much bigger stop than I actually want to give it, but I do think that we need the room. So maybe if we could get lower than that, I'd still keep the stop the same size. So if you happen to get $2, $1.96 still works. SBFM down to $1.60 here. We have GovX almost hitting $1.90. We still have a small runner in this. We should probably start thinking about closing that out. Yeah, we're getting to that point where we should start closing out the old runners. Closing out GovX around a buck 90. Where's GovX here? Okay. Ayla down at 202 here. So we're at the point where we can get in on Ayla if we want to, or you can wait a little bit longer and see if you can get lower. I think 202 is fine. Oops, that is not what I meant to type in. Still looking half decent there though. RDBXing pretty low. We've got GovXing pretty high. SPFM's back up to a buck 65 here. UCIA not really moving yet. MACD is curling up though, so we do have 12 minutes to go. We could see some profit out of this. Seeing 20 cents a profit, 30 cents a profit, looking kind of unlikely at this point. But we could still get a half decent win out of it. Now we just hope that Ayla keeps turning around here. We need Ayla to reverse out of this negative position. I'll have to read that later. 201. Yeah, it's coming down a little bit here. So if you waited for your entry, I would say that on that drop, you could probably get in. I wouldn't move that stop any lower, regardless of where you get in. Because if it breaks, it could break that VWAP very easily as well. So I don't find it necessary to move that stop loss down any further. But we'll see. Got a half decent entry. We're seeing it want to turn around and go bullish again, which is nice. SPFM 164. GovX hitting that $1.90 mark that we were talking about. $1.91, $1.92. Okay, time to close out GovX. I think this could possibly go higher still, but you know what? We're fine with the profits that we got. I think we did really well today. You see it down a little bit here. Our stop loss is not this line. It's the 228 line, just so we don't confuse people. GovX is a 192 here. RDBX still, yeah, see, this is why I just didn't take another play on it. It's not really going anywhere, and I think I have to close out that runner. Yeah, it's just not looking great. However, Ayla's at 212 here, and I'm definitely okay with taking some profits at this point. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Take some profits on Ayla, 212-ish. Definitely want to close out on some profits here. Yeah, we hit 212. Not like a massive win right now or anything. We still have 9 minutes, and I do think that there's a possibility this goes higher. So I want to keep a runner in it, but I'm not leaving too much up to chance here. You see is kind of being super boring. We're seeing a decrease in volume. MACD is struggling to break back positive. Although this is about where it turned around last time, so keep that in mind that we could see a turnaround here pretty quickly if it's playing the same pattern. GovX making me regret selling already at $1.95 now. We hit just about we just touched 214 here on Ayla, looking pretty good. Man, I'm actually excited to see how much percentage gains we made today. I'm gonna peek, but I'm not gonna show you guys yet. Yeah, not bad, not bad. All right, we're 219, 218 on Ayla. You could start to scale out a little bit more here. I think we have a little bit left. We could probably ride this up to, I'd say 230 is probably a safe bet for the remainder. It's crazy that like, you know, usually 10 cents is like a good place to be like, all right, I'm completely out of a position at $2. But with how much this is moving, it's just so much better than most stocks right now. Like we just went from I got a $1.97 to 2.18. Not bad. So basically 20 cents. $1.96 on GovX. It actually hit higher too. Hit $1.98. It's almost at $2. Oh man, we still had a couple minutes too. We should have held. Pick. We could take a look at pick as well. Let's take a look. We have maybe pick. This is one of those typical textbook no volume to lots of volume things where usually this is a bull trap. You'll see a lot of people jumping in around here thinking, oh my god, we're seeing some volume, it's going to go some, and then it'll go back to nothing and then drop. So for that reason, I won't touch it, but it could. There's the off chance. Sometimes they do end up just taking off and they continue to run for the rest of the day. It's not very likely though, especially when it starts like an hour into the market. Ayla's still looking pretty decent. I think we're due for a pullback here, although it's kind of hard to say with Ayla because who really knows? We should have been due for a pullback like right here as well, and we didn't see it. Then right here for sure, and we didn't see it. And then we got all the way up to like 220 before it actually pulled back. So who actually knows? FRGT is still doing nothing. You see us still doing nothing too. I think I'll give you see another minute or two. We'll see if we can squeak some profits out on it. If not, it is what it is. We'll just close it out and, take it as is. Pick so far coming back down. Man, GovX hit $1.98. Ayla back to 217 here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see a small pullback here on Ayla. Are we still in UCIA? We are. Pick actually looked like it got some green there. Yeah, it did. We are still in UCIA for the time being. It's not looking fantastic by any means. You could probably cut it if you want to, or it really depends what your plans are for today. Myself, I'm not playing past the first hour on this, so I'll probably be cutting here in a minute unless we hit stop. Just because, like, at this point, we should have seen it start to turn around and it hasn't. So I think it's time to let it go. But you know what? Last time I cut, it went straight up. So maybe if we're lucky, you guys can make money by staying in just a couple minutes after I get out. Ayla with the pump, yep, 215. We saw it go all the way up to 224 there, looking pretty good. I'm still banking on at least 230 on this. I think we could still hit 230 on it. Yeah, it's got no volume. MACD's really struggling to do anything here. Price action super minimal. It's not looking fantastic by any means. Man, these candles are insane on Ayla. What's ES been doing? Straight down? Oh yeah. Good day to short. Or go long, depending on where you jump in. Definitely be opening a short here. 3941. All right. Ayla 221. We got 3 minutes left. Well, less than that because I usually do a rundown here. So I think I'm going to close out the rest of Ayla here around 223, 224. And we're going to go ahead and see exactly what we made today. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Literally 2 minutes after I close it out, it's going to run. It always does this. It doesn't always do it. It did it once before. But same. Basically, this is what happens. It's going to go all the way back up to 260 now. This is where I jumped in last time, was here. Although I'm out of time now, so I'm not gonna jump back in. We're just gonna go over what we did today. So as far as the money board is concerned, we made $55,000 today. So we basically, yesterday we hit our goal. Today we doubled our goal. That's how good of a day it was. We literally just doubled our profits today. We did hit 159%, so took a couple we took actually a pretty big loss in SBFM. I think that was that trade where I was like, yeah, our stop is a little too big on this, but we still did it. It stopped out. Oh well. I mean, we made quite a bit of money today, so having one, stop that breaks the rules isn't gonna kill us, but we got pretty close a couple times. You see did I get exactly break even on that? 232, 232. Yeah, just paid fees on it, which was, quite a bit. I paid $200 in fees so that we could break even. And where is it now? Well, it's higher than break even, so. But yeah, we're up at 109,000 for the month now. It's the 26th. We still have a couple trading days left, so maybe we'll get that higher. Our win rate took another hit. Does that even make sense? We got 6 losses. Oh, okay. Yeah, we did take quite a few losses today. Win rate sitting around 68%. Would really like to get that to 70%, but we'd have to be real careful the next couple days and really push it because we have so many trades stacking up here. We have, 199 trades over this month, so it's going to be hard to change that number now. Anyways, guys, that's where we're at. Made 159% today. Doubled our portfolio today. Looking pretty good. Today was a pretty killer day in the market considering we have a bunch of bad news coming this week. I can almost guarantee it starting today. So, well, yeah, hopefully y'all made some money, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.